Okay, good evening, everyone. I would like to welcome you to our call tonight and let you know that we're going to be introducing a very special guest as well. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our host for tonight. Ricia started with the company in 2024, April of 2024. She has been recognized on stage several times, including top 50 power ranking and 10,000 savings bonus earners. She's been on many incentive trips as well. Please give it up for Ricia Adair coming into us all the way from Manzanillo, Mexico.
Thank you, Traci, so very much. And welcome, everybody. Traci, I'll just ask you to mute the lines for everybody so that we can go ahead and have a nice, clean recording. And
Absolutely.
as soon as you do that, then I'll need to unmute myself. Or if
Okay.
everybody can mute their lines, if that would make it easier, because you never know when that dog is going to start barking, including my own. Okay, we're ready to go. Thank you again and welcome everybody. We've got people from all over the continent, from Canada and the United States. I'm here in Manzanillo, Mexico. It gives me great pleasure to be able to speak with you tonight. And I think we've got something pretty exciting. Let me do my screen share, and Traci, you're going to give me the thumbs up to let me know that everything is working just fine.
It's working. Yeah.
Awesome. Excellent. Okay. So again, my name is Ricia Adair, Manzanillo, Mexico. And we're going to share with you today a couple of awesome options. And one of them is going to lean towards that person that would love to feel better, have more energy, and maybe even lose some weight. If you're that person, how would you like to put a 1 in the chat for me? We're going to share with you Partner Co. It's an amazing company with science-based products that deliver proven results. In my 30 years of taking quality nutritionals, I have never noticed, as I have with Partner Co, the difference in my body. You'll be hearing it from our special guest tonight. I was just speaking with our co-host, Traci, about our Moringa product, how it's made her feel in just a few short days. We have products that make you feel better. And there's an amazing business opportunity connected to this. So if you're interested in hearing about how to make some extra money, will you put 2 in the chat for me? Partner Co was founded 3.5 years ago by John Wadsworth and Darren Zobrist. In the last 3.5 years, they've won several awards on excellence in achievement, leadership, and our company in whole has received over 150 awards in our 3.5 years. It's pretty amazing how fast we're moving towards massive, massive success. We are in over 50 countries. We just pre-launched India. It's completely transparent. You can have a customer in Italy, send them a link. The European office fulfills the order, and next Friday you get paid. It's that simple. We truly believe that science and nature need to collaborate to bring you the best of the best. Our products are clean. There are no fillers in our products. There's no false sugars, anything like that. Our products are absolutely clean so that you have the confidence and the knowledge that knowing that what you're putting into your body is first-class performance. Now, let's take us back a little bit and recognize what the problem is before we offer you the solution. Let's face it, our world right now is so out of balance. There's a broken food system, highly processed chemically. Look at the picture. That's what we call dinner, right? There's no nutrition left in our food. We have a toxic overload all over our environment, in the water, in the air. We're chronically drained. Every one of us has low energy, poor sleep, and brain fog, and stress becomes a normal word in conversation, and a lower quality of life. So it's time to take back our health, and that's what we're going to present with you today. But first, a disclaimer: we don't profess to cure or heal any medical condition. We just focus on your individual wellness. We have well over 100 products. I'm going to share with you some of my top 5 products for everything for optimal health. Let's start with MOA, Mother of All. This is a sachet. I like to keep it in the fridge. So when everything first thing in the morning is when I drink mine on an empty stomach, drink it cold. This product helps counteract stress, calms your mind, improves your brain, your cognition, metabolism, and your cardiovascular, all those things that keep you moving, right? Have a look at this list of ingredients. There are 36 superfoods in this product, many of them coming from exotic destinations, all in a specific formula, including the many most popular 6 of the world's most healing mushrooms, all intended to target towards your health. I found myself, the owies and fingers and toes went away very, very quickly. Knee circulation, mobility, agility up and down the stairs at my villas here with ease. This is Deborah. She's had diabetes legs. In 20 days, she was able to go down to normal legs. And she's just one testimony about this amazing product. Renew is another favorite. I call it the fountain of youth in a box. It's the only product of its kind in the world that will teach your body to open its pathways and create its own HGH, human growth hormone. You put it in the sachet, drink it before you go to bed at night, and it's going to help combat the natural aging process. Who doesn't want to look younger, feel younger, right? Well, HGH declines as we age. A 65-year-old ages actually 125 times faster than a 12-year-old. But where do we get HGH from? That's why we have Renew. So science-backed documentation about HGH include advanced loss of body fat. So if you'd like to lose some weight, this is ideal for you. Enhanced muscle growth, increased energy capacity, improved fracture healing, tougher bones, cognitive capabilities. I feel younger. I know I look younger. And most importantly for me is that deep REM sleep. And guys, you might be okay in that department, but 95% of the women you talk to are craving for a good night's sleep. And that's why I love Renew. I feel it also has balanced my cortisol levels as well, too. So I can wake up feeling happy, feeling rested and restored. Another very popular product that we have just launched 4 weeks ago is our Moringa Vital One. Do you know that Moringa is the most nutrient-dense plant on earth? It's a nutritional powerhouse. We choose our Moringa specifically from India because it is the best. We use the leaf, the bean pod, and the seeds. We shade dry it. We go to all the expensive measures so we can deliver the best of the best for you. The Moringa plant is also known as the miracle tree. It has over 90 vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, 46 antioxidants, 36 anti-inflammatories, all of the omegas 3, 6, and 9, 20 amino acids. And look at the nutrition side, the 10 times more vitamin A of carrots, 17 times more calcium than milk, 9 times more protein than yogurt, 15 times more potassium than bananas, and 25 times more iron than spinach. It is one plant with limitless benefits. It is absolutely amazing. We have added extra superfoods to this product for you to have the best of the best, and you will notice it. As a matter of fact, our guest speaker, I think, has direct experience with this Moringa product, so we're going to talk to Sheila about that as well. You're going to want to make sure that Vital One Moringa goes into your shopping cart. People on the beta testing group before it was launched come back with better energy, better gut digestion, better sleep. So many positive things to say about it. Before PartnerCo, I knew nothing about hormonal imbalance. I just thought all of these things here, mood swings, low libido, headaches, night sweats, food cravings, especially lending towards sugar and high carbs, hot flashes, acne, insomnia, tiredness in the afternoon, and stubborn weight gain. I said that was because I was getting old. And then I found out, no, these are only a few of the 100 symptoms because I'm out of balance. Do you know that in Canada, US, and Mexico, we are the 3 highest in obesity in the world? And again, it's back to that slide that we shared with you about the processed foods, the sedentary lifestyle, toxins in the environment, all those things that are making us sick. So we need something to help us. And here are the day and night drops. The Slendery's body balancing drops. This particular slide shows the Canada drops. The next slide shows the US drops. Both 2 amazing formulas that will deliver to you these results. First of all, this formula was designed to balance your hormones, curbs your appetite, stabilizes your blood sugars, very, very important. Eliminate sugar cravings. I celebrate. I'm 800 days without sugar, and that includes a recent trip to Paris. I didn't have any of those creamy pastry things that they sell over there. Increased metabolic rate. It boosts your mood. Many people call it the happy drops. Supports your thyroid, so you will enjoy greater energy. Better sleep, especially marry this with the Renew, and it's really going to help with stress and cortisol balance. Sharpens your focus and clarity. A lot of people say that it lifts the brain fog. And how about healthy weight loss? Wow. These drops are going to help you lose twice the weight as diet alone, created by doctors, backed by science 15 years ago. This is a US formula here, all natural, safe, and effective. This is a homeopathic blend, stimulant and hormone free. It's amazing. We invite you for maximum results to participate in a low glycemic food program. You don't go hungry, guys. Look at the proteins, the fats, the vegetables, low glycemic fruits. It's not a diet. It's not a lifestyle. Or it's not a diet. It is a lifestyle. We also have so many options for you in cookbooks. My Vancouver Island team prepared this fabulous buffet for me when I was there. Everything on this table is good eating on plan. Move your body 5 days a week, drink your water, and watch the transformation start to happen in just 28 days or less. It was really difficult for me to choose out of my hundreds and hundreds of slides that I have on testimonies, but I'd like to share with you a few, just starting with my own. This is the before and after of Ricia Adair. And I look at that picture on the left and I go, who is that girl? I don't even remember myself looking that big. I went from size 18, 16 down to a size 8 in 90 days. I shed 34 pounds in 90 days. I've in total lost 38 pounds. That was 2 years ago. I have no more anxiety, no more discomfort, pain, or inflammation, and no more restless nights. And I'm a pretty happy person all the time, but I wasn't before the drops. Nancy, 4 months, she's back on the pickleball court. The lady on the left was very sick with an autoimmune disorder. Now look at Popo. It doesn't even look like the same guy. 101 pounds in 1 year. Cheryl had a chronic cough for 30 years. She lost 50 pounds in 4 months, no more cough in 1 week. James Scott, a dear friend of mine, down 70 pounds. He was filled with depression and anxiety. He's the happy guy now. He had early onset Parkinson's when he was 17 years old. No more Parkinson's tremors. We don't heal, cure, diagnose, but we do have incredible testimonies from people that have amazing stories. In addition, James fell off a ladder and his foot had to be reconstructed. He was in a leg brace for 17 years. After using the MOA for 2 months, he no longer has his leg brace or uses his cane. And that little mobility golf cart is parked in front of his house. He hasn't used it in 2 years either. My dear friend Christy lost 40 pounds, no more fibromyalgic pain, no more thyroid disorders, no more medicines. She's now the mom she's always wanted to be. Kim Gray out of Alabama lost 118 pounds. She was headed for a wheelchair, but when she walked across the stage in Dallas last year, there was a standing ovation, not a dry eye in the house. My beautiful Wendy, who's on the call with us tonight. I was actually there to celebrate the October 9th, 25 picture. In fact, I took that picture because Wendy has had so many amazing experiences in the last over these 3 months with the drops, and now she's an avid golfer. Before she was struggling renting golf carts, now she can walk the course. James Zaponsi, it doesn't even look like the same guy. Look at the physiological change. We look younger. We grow backwards, I think. 47 pounds in 4 months. And yes, guys, you have hormones too. Barbara McCubbin, my goodness, I look at the girl on the left and the girl on the right, and you know, yes, it's true. When you find us at the conventions, we're all going to be us little old ladies in the corner flexing our muscles because we all have muscles now. It's pretty exciting. But look at Barbara's husband, 36 pounds. Again, it doesn't even look like the same guy. He could be the much younger brother of the dude on the left. Dr. Crystal lost 162 pounds. That was many years ago, about 6-7 years ago, and she still kept it off because of clean eating lifestyle. Jane Storch, full of inflammation. She couldn't even clasp her hands. Now the girl on the right is floating around Shawnigan Lake in her kayak, down 54 pounds in 4 months. So I buzzed through those testimonials very quickly, but I just want to impress upon you that there are thousands and thousands of testimonials of people that have had amazing stories with these drops all over the world. We have exclusively what I believe the whole world wants and the whole world needs. So now I'm going to share with you how you can participate by reaching out and helping others and making a really good income at the same time. Who would like that? If you'd like that, put a 10 in the chat for me, would you? So if someone on the call would just like to be a retail customer, we love our retail customers. The Canadian price is 236 Canadian and the American is 176 US. And that's what the price would be should you shop on the website of the individual who invited you. But I'm a girl from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and all Winnipeggers say, why in the world would you pay retail when you could purchase wholesale and get the best value, right? So as a one-time lifetime membership, $37.95 in Canada, $29.95 in the US, you will be able to get your discounts, whether you'd like to be a customer or if you'd like to refer others and build a business and make some significant income. All of the tools will come alongside. There's no extra monthly charges for everything that you need, your website, your back office, your phone app, all those things are set to go. And we have the most amazing training program. So if you're like most people, chances are, yes, you'd like to get out of debt, make more money, have that dream vacation, build a new house. And this is where I step in to share with you how you can do it. First of all, as a brand partner, you're going to get 30% discount or 30% retail profits. Should you like to get a 10-pack of drops, for instance, we're going to share with you how you're easily going to be able to offer those drops to your friends and make a significant profit. Let's work from home, work from your phone. I go on those interstates and the big highways in Canada, and I see those people commuting to work every day, and it just makes me sick. So let's talk about how you can do something like this from home, from your laptop, and enjoy eventual financial freedom. And again, the results that we speak of is all independent to your desire and your skills and your motivation. So first of all, in Canada, the wholesale pricing on a 4-pack, it's not $236 a box, rather it's $125 a box. So a 4-pack is $500. Let's imagine you keep one and you sell 3. Your profits would be $225. That's a fairly good profit. In the United States, the profits are very similar, $371 for a 4-pack. And now, how do we sell them? Well, gone are the days that you go door knocking and like the Fuller Brush man, right? It's all about social media and digital marketing. We have a very simple system called System of Growth. Joni said to me, my friend who introduced this product to me, Ricia, just post. Here's the post that you need to set up and occasionally post a picture of yourself. Well, my drops arrived. I hadn't even taken the plastic seal off the drops. We took this picture, 59 comments from my first post, resulting in 20 new customers and 6 new brand partners that joined me that day. I have never in my life seen a business where people come out of the woodwork and say, I want your product and I want to join your team. Never had that in my 30 years in the industry. We have an app called Boards. It's very simple. Download it onto your phone and all the testimonies are there. All the responses when people ask questions. We have doctors' videos. We have all the scripts to respond. It's as easy as making apple pie. Here's an example of Rick and Crystal, 210 pounds gone. So on February to November. Do you think that didn't get some attention? Absolutely. As a brand partner, you're going to want to subscribe and save. We'd love for you to fall in love with our MOA, with our Renew, with our Moringa product, with our drops. And this way you can become a product of the product, get healthy, and enjoy the weekly paychecks. We do get paid on Friday. We teach you how to build a team, right? The motto of our company is gather a few customers and teach others how to do the same. And that's going to lead you towards terrific residual income eventually. 30% discount on your products, loyalty shopping, incentive trips. And we all know what Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. Isn't that the truth? So I see people now at 70 years old still being forced to work. The days that the retirement pension looked after you are long gone. We need to find a plan B. We're voted #1 compensation plan in the industry by Business for Home magazine. There's 8 ways to earn, starting with the 30% that you would make on your profits when you get a case of drops, for instance. But a few of the compensation highlights are this. When you were to refer others and recruit as team members, you would earn up to 30% in new volume bonus based on your rank and new volume generated. 2, there's a savings bonus, $10,000. We're going to talk to Sheila today. She's earned her savings bonus in 9 months. Oh my God. If you're Canadian, that savings bonus rings in at about $14,000. Payline bonus pools, matching bonus, travel incentives. For anyone that would like the detail on the comp plan, we could certainly offer you a comp plan video, or I can share that with you at another time. But just to give you an example, a 4-pack is an investment of $500, which is nothing to start a new business. You sell each one at a friends and family discount at $200, and you profit $300 on your 4-pack. That's pretty cool right out of the gate. 10-pack, $1,190, profits $810. 30-pack is $3,500, $2,500. I'm spending that kind of money right now on the website for my vacation villas here in Manzanillo. So this is actually giving you inventory that you can turn into profit very quickly. In the United States, we have very similar numbers. You can buy 4-pack, 10-pack, 2 10-packs, 30-packs, and you could buy also like a 10-pack and a medley of the other products that you love as well too. I want to talk to you about the savings bonus right now. When I was at our convention called PXP in 2024, 10 families were on stage. Last year, 28 families. In fact, our guest speaker is on that stage alongside with me. And this coming year, I believe we're going to see 60 families. There's so many people that generate them from 8 months to 14 months. I unlocked mine in 14 months, and that sent me to Budapest, Paris, and Africa. So thank you, PartnerCo, for a dream come true. We have an amazing lifestyle. Darren and John truly feel that if we are able to travel, have adventure, and learn new cultures, we will be better people to serve the world. Well, I can't agree anymore. We have a travels program where you actually travel. Cool, right? You get to win 2 free trips a year. Our upcoming trips are Cancun and Morocco. And this is a great segue for me to introduce to you our lovely special guest. The picture on the left was taken of her and I at a beautiful luau party that PartnerCo had organized in our recent trip in May to Maui. And there she is with her $10,000 bonus check. Sheila Bycofski is in Hazelhurst, Mississippi. She's a retired pediatric trauma nurse manager. She found this business industry in 2011 after the loss of her professional career with the medical disability. She built a 6-figure income, which solidified her belief in the power of this specific kind of business model. She came to PartnerCo in December of 2023. She now has a team of over 7,000 who are helping others create part-time and replacement income, while also creating a base of customers who are reclaiming their health. And she celebrates earning her 10,000 bonus in 9 months. Wow, I'm so excited. And we're going to bring it on for Sheila. And as she talks about her weight loss, we're going to bring it back to her before and after picture. Sheila, unmute yourself and welcome. I'm so blessed. I've been trying to get you on my call for a year now. I'm so excited. Unmute your line, please, Sheila. You can't unmute?
Now, I got the message. There it is. Yes, we've been trying multiple times to get our schedules coordinated, right?
Well,
so I'm so very thankful to be here.
Thank you. And I know how busy you are. Now, you were introduced to PartnerCo in December 2023. That's just about 4 months before I came on board. How did this happen, that PartnerCo landed in your lap?
So I got brought to this in an interesting way. So one of my closest friends that I knew in the previous company, she saw a post by Michelle McKay. Michelle and I were good friends. And so she said, I need you to contact Michelle about these drops. You know her better than I do. And I was like, okay. I'd seen the posting and I was like, okay, whatever. So I called Michelle to get the information.
Nurse, right? She's
That's right.
Nurse. Okay.
Yes. And she was also in the same company. We were in this is how we knew each other, but we had, worked sideline as friends. And we just connected with the nursing relationship, both being nurses and all that. And so I called her and we ended up talking for 2 hours. And the reason that is that's when she shared with me for the first time about the business opportunity and what this looked like here. And I was blown away by what I heard. I had no intentions at that point. The company I was a part of was going downhill and actually ended up closing the team opportunity component of it 6 months later, 7 months later. So I was really glad that I found Partner Co when I did. But I really thought I was done. And so I'll tell you the two things that got my attention about the business. One was a system. Well, first of all, the comp plan. Okay. I'm all about the comp plan. This comp plan is insane. Okay. I'm trying to think of a better word, and I have been on a mission to tap into all 9 ways that we get paid. And I'm coming really close. I think I've tapped into all but one so far. So I wanted to prove it out, right? But the only reason the comp plan mattered is because we have a system here. And that was what was missing forever where I was before, a system that where somebody could come in, I could teach them how to do this, and it would duplicate down. Because this is one thing, if I'm a great salesperson, if I were, that's all fine and good, but I needed to have a system that I could bring someone in who'd never done the business before and then be successful. And that was what got my attention. So when I called my friend Haley, I said, you're going to want the drops, but you're going to want to know about the business. And so that's kind of how we kicked that off. So what I love, so talking about the trips, how did we prove that out? The first, we were here for about 5 months. The first trip we went on 5 months later was to the Bahamas. A year later, the next trip was at the Dominican Republic. But this time we had 27 or almost 30 team members with us. So that, my favorite thing is we can help people win here. We can help people win. It's not just me. It's not just you, Ricia, right? And so it has the system works. I was a 6-figure earner within 6 months. Now I came in here, head down, and we were just sharing. And the next thing you know, that's how it turns into that. And so it's become so much more than I had even dreamed at the moment. So that's kind of how that's how we got here.
Let's talk about your experience with posting, with the system of growth and posting on Facebook. What have you experienced?
So it actually works, right? So I have a different story, but I'm going to tell you what happened with my brand partner. So when I first came, I was at risk of losing because I was a car achiever at the previous company where I was. And I was at risk of what little bit of income that was still there. If I had been posting myself at the time, I could have put my income at risk. And actually some of my brand partners who came over silently, that we could not get them exposed. But this is when I knew. So I enrolled on December 22nd. My 2 close friends enrolled on December 22nd with me. They did their first, and they weren't at risk of their income being lost. Okay. They did their first post on Friday, December 22nd, Friday night. Second post, Saturday morning, December 23rd. Pay attention to the dates. Their next post, Saturday night, December 23rd. By that night, within 24 hours, they had sold 10 boxes of drops and they had $500 cash in their Venmo 2 days before Christmas. When everybody's supposed to be busy, right? When nobody has money, right? Well, and then within a week, they sold 30 boxes. And that's when we looked at each other and said, oh my goodness, this system works. Now, I began to pick the system up later, eventually after we got past that, but I was building behind the scenes, which meant I did more than just posting. We were doing more than just posting. We were talking to people. We were getting people on a Zoom. We were getting people to a meeting. We employed all of our options to grow and bring people over here to experience these products and to experience the business side of this.
What an amazing story. And I certainly respect your situation that you needed to protect that income. So what was your response or your experience with reaching out to people and inviting them to a Zoom similar to this? How receptive were people? Were they burnt out from this industry? No, it's another network marketing, another MLM, or how did you do it? Were they receptive to coming on board to hear about this?
They were receptive, and I think it's because we started first. People know that we cared about them. So I really was very genuine in the reach out when I did that, because I said, I understand you're skeptical. You may have been burned. I just want you to come take a look. Just get on the Zoom with me. And I can think of two girls, especially, who both had been car achievers in a previous company. And when they came to that Zoom, the look on their face, their disappointment, the despair, they were afraid to have hope again. And we talked through it. Once I said, I just want you to see what's here. Okay. This is the other thing about Partner Co. I say this all the time. It's $30, right? You're not going to lose anything. And I said, this is what else I tell people. I said, look, let's just start posting. What have you got to lose? Nothing. And I said, let's say you sell a 10 pack. Let's say you end up and you invest and you sell a 10 pack and you sell at least 10 boxes of drops. You've profited at least $500. If you walk away from here, I didn't hurt you in any way, but you walked away with $500 in your pocket, right? So you aren't going to be any worse off. But I said, but you got to do the system, or you've got to be willing to invite people and talk to people. Like they're not just going to come knock on your door. Like you've got to do something. And so my point is, there's no risk really, because you'll walk away. There's no other business that we've done where you could get a return on, not only your return on your investment within the first 30 days, but literally walk away with $2,500. And my brand partners walked away with way more profit than 25, because those two brand partners that started, they probably sold 90 to 100 boxes their first month. So you multiply $100 times that, and you can guess what they made just in retail profit, not their money that they earned from the company.
Exactly. So what about the trips? You've been to Bahamas, you've been to Punta Cana, you were you in Park City? I think you were in Park City as well, right?
I was in Park City. I actually got to go to Bali too. Now here we are, this 66-year-old woman going over to Bali, okay? 20 something hours. Absolutely. Partner Co does their trips really well. And you know what else I love? So let me tell you something else I love different here, okay? Where I was for 13 years, it was the same people on the trips every year, right? That's not the case here at Partner Co. If you do the work, you get the points, you go on the trip. Everybody is eligible here. And your points to go on these trips are earned by the things that you're doing every day to build your business. So I love, and especially the new people, you have the greatest opportunity. I love the way that's built into the comp plan. So when you first come here, you have a way to really earn points quickly and be able to be on those trips the next year.
Oh,
Fabulous trips.
Yeah. In my first 8 months, I had accumulated something like 1 million points, which is the worth of 4 trips. I went, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk about your health now. Let's jump back to that slide.
Oh,
I want to go back to that slide. Let's talk about this slide here.
So, I started with the drops, and honestly, at this point, I had tried everything in a sense. I'd really kind of actually given up that I would be able to lose weight in a way that I could. And I just I was at a despair. So I didn't actually come here for weight loss to begin with. I saw the business first, but of course you got to be a product of the products. So I started those drops, was amazed at what happened the first month. The first month I really just started making sure I was cutting out processed foods, tried to eat better, and lost 9 pounds the first month. First week, the biggest wins were decreased cravings for carbs and sugar. And for me, better sleep even. And of course, a little bit of energy. Then I bought into the food list, and then I added MOA. And so I tell people, they say, it looks like you lost more than 36. I said, you know why I think that is? I think there was a lot of inflammation. And so once I added MOA, and that was another thing. And just, of course, now I don't even know how many, like 20 products. This is crazy. Like you just fall in love with them because you feel so good, right? Who doesn't want to feel good? So, I had a history, I have a diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis. And so the MOA has really, when I added that product, that was another one that really took it to another level. But let's talk about Vital One. Okay. I got a whole lot of products I could talk about, but let me tell you, Vital One, the Moringa product, is a game changer. So that's taken everything to a whole nother level as far as overall, of course, energy is number one. I thought I had energy. Vital One has changed the game on that. My sleep, I can't believe it could be better, but it actually is. Like, it's taken my sleep to another level. And I think, too, we all know better sleep, it affects your energy. Like, all of these things tie together. But I will share with you the most powerful thing that happened. I was a beta tester for this product. 2 weeks into taking this product, into the second week, I didn't have to, I wanted to take my daughter from Mississippi to Duluth, Minnesota, because her dad had an aortic tear and aneurysm. And I, being a nurse, knew he was headed into surgery. It was highly possible that he would not wake up from that surgery or live through it. The fact that he was alive with that was a miracle itself. So I said, Krista, do you want to go? So we got in the car, drove 3 hours one night. The next day, drove 18 hours, 8 a.m. to 1 a.m., and pulled up in Duluth, Minnesota for her to see her dad before he went back for that surgery. But this is the miracle part of it. With my fibromyalgia, history of rheumatoid, I should have been in major pain and stiffness the next day, the Friday that we're sitting there waiting. I'm looking at my daughter and I said, I don't have any soreness. I don't have any stiffness. What in the heck is going on? And was able to get through the weekend. Then we came back from Duluth, Minnesota, back to Mississippi, and still had that's when I said, whatever's in this, I got to take it the rest of my life. And I do think I had been feeding my body all these good products leading up to this. And so for me, it could have happened sooner, maybe, than it happens for somebody else. But the nutritional support that comes, the moringa is called the miracle tree for a reason. All of those nutrients, it's finding what our body needs and fills those gaps. So that was immediately like, I'm in.
Wow.
I'm in. And we're just seeing multiple people. But, even what I love now too, Ricia, is now being able to offer people the drops plus the Vital One, like their weight loss, it balances your sugar metabolism, all of those things, the sugar glucose levels, like it does so many things. I feel like people will have an even greater experience with the drops in Vital One. Vital One is a product that you will want to be on the rest of your life. Like, I'm not going without it. Like, I'm not. And it travels easy. Like, it's so simple and it tastes good. So
yeah, exactly.
We have the best products.
Well, you're right. And the other thing is not only the brand partners speaking about how great we feel with it, our customers are feeling the same way. So
Yes.
that loyalty month after month is your residual income.
Absolutely.
So just in wrapping up, you were with a previous experience that didn't end well, but God has always little surprises waiting for us, and He brought you Partner Co. There is a Bill of Rights that protects our compensation plan. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yes. So that was really important to me. I love it because one of the things that happened in that previous company in 2018, they came in and started changing the comp plan. We had a third party investor. So what's really important here? The owners. So if you're evaluating, that was and I actually went and met them 6 weeks into this business, because if I'm going to invite people into this company, I had to be 100% confident and feel sure about inviting people to come over here after having the experience I did before. And so the Bill of Rights protects that. There is a group called the Executive Club or Council, a group of brand partners that nothing can be changed. The owners have literally made it part of the agreement that the comp plan can't be changed unless it's voted on. But the other thing is this: you got Darren Zobrist at the top, a decorated, that's the word some people, a decorated CEO. He took and built a seafood company to $4 billion. You would know it as Bumblebee Tuna, right? I'm thinking the man knows how to run a company, right? But what you have paired next to him in equal partnership is John Wadsworth, who's a lifetime network marketer. So you've got at the helm a CEO that knows how to run it from the corporate level. You've got John, who knows how to run, like things have to run from the field perspective. Because how corporate sees it is not always the way it ought to run in the field, right? If you've been in this business before, you know that. So it could not be a better foundational. The founders are who matter. It matters because I saw that happen where I was. And so there's no third party investor, debt free. Um, we are solid. The other thing is, like you said, 50 plus countries. One of the things that spoke to me, I said, we're not going to be spending dollars investing in opening up countries. We may be going and launching a product, but we already have a presence in that country. To be in 50 plus countries, like we're not going to be spending money, which means more money in the our pockets, right? As far as when we're selling, that allows us to go source products from the best areas, right? Moringa from India, Vanali from Italy, the Tahitian noni from Tahiti. Like we go where it is the most nutrient dense.
Wow. I'm excited about our future.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Sheila, I could interview you all night. I just love your energy. You are my beautiful sister. Thank you so much for being on our call tonight. We're going to wrap up with a couple of last slides. Everybody put your hearts in the chat. Send your love to Sheila.
It was an honor.
I still can't believe those pictures. Oh my gosh. Wow. Isn't it fun?
It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm thankful.
So we're looking here at an industry that is exceeding 4 trillion. When you look at the weight loss industry alone is huge. We've got the beauty business, the energy drinks, the hormonal health. We've got it. And that's what we're part of for $30, $37.95 in Canada, where you can work from home from your phone and create a residual income, money earned long after the active work has been completed. And we all need our employees. But the thing is, when you stop working, your earnings stop too. So consider a residual income from Partner Co, and that is spelled freedom. So cool, freedom. We were named #1 in the industry in global momentum in only 3 years, and our 3rd year anniversary, #1 out of all of these companies that have been around for 50, 60, 70 years, and Partner Co is #1 in momentum. We're debt free, as Sheila mentioned. We're in 55 markets. We've got the infrastructure, 8 global offices. John and Darren have picked the best of the best in excellence in our marketing, in our executive teams. And again, we've got the Bill of Rights protecting you. John said this on a call that I was on, and it just hit me so solid. He said, we're a startup, but we're not new. They bought 14 companies. Tahitian Noni celebrates their 30-year anniversary this month. These companies have been on the market for a long time. The drops have been on the market for 15 years. So we're a startup company, but we're not. We're in 50 plus countries. We've got 8 global offices. We got the infrastructure, the leaders and the customers. All of that came when they acquired these companies 3.5 years ago. So as we go through, we're right now leaving the startup. I truly believe, my opinion, just seeing what I'm seeing, we are going to be entering hyper growth in the next 2 years. We're closing in on 500,000 or 500 million right now. And I know that we're going to get to that billion very, very quickly. When you go to work tomorrow, that family barbecue on Saturday, the church service on Sunday, everybody, unless you're going to a kindergarten party, everybody has these symptoms. And we've got in our golden hands something that can help people get healthy. So many of my testimonials from the people I've interviewed are off 10 medicines, 12 medicines. So many are getting back to being healthy and feeling young. And instead of being the grandma with the cane, they're on the trampoline with their grandchildren. People are living a life again. 1 year from now, as I interview you on my call, what will your story be? Will you be telling me how much fun Cancun was together? Have you ever been at the right place at the right time and not taken advantage of it? Do you know, 47 years ago, as a young woman, I felt that going to the bank for $5,000 was a bit out of my wheelhouse and it was too much risk for me. I said no to Trivial Pursuit. Makes for a great story, but I live in regret ever since. We are here now for you, ready to work with you, ready to help you, and ready to help you build. So again, just to wrap it up, in Canada, a membership lifetime is $37.95. You can get qualifying packs anywhere from $500 to $3,500. As you enter into the company, with the higher the pack, the more you get paid on a business level for commissions for your new partners as you bring them on board as well. So that's just something to think about. We have some amazing packages with great values in the United States as well. $29.95 lifetime membership, qualifying packs from $371 to $24.99. And again, these packs all contain product that you can turn over and turn into profits. So we ask you, get in where you fit in. If you'd like to be a customer and go on the drops, that's great. I do recommend it's a 90-day to 120-day program to get your hormones back into balance. So consider that. But let's wrap up. Put in the chat if you'd like. Are you a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4? The 1 is the person that says, I love the presentation. I'd love to buy the products, and I don't mind getting the retail link and paying retail. We love our retail customers. The 2 is the person that says, I want to be a brand partner so I can get the discount. I want to be the wholesale customer so I can save money and get the best deal. And we love our number 2s. The 3 is the person that wants to get on this health and wealth train and ride it with us. But wait, there's more. The 4 is the one that wants to get on this health and wealth train and ride it big, all the way to destination prosperity. You can well imagine Sheila's surprise as she approached 6 figures in her first 6-7 months of this business. Wow, that's unheard of in this industry. I want to thank everybody. Our next call is Tuesday, August 4th. I want to thank Sheila Bycofski for being our special guest. I just love you to bits and so excited that I'm going to see you again in Orlando coming up soon. I want to thank our guests. Thank you very much. I understand many of you are from the Central Time Zone and it's a little on the late side, so I really appreciate you being with us today. I want to thank the brand partners for supporting the call and my beautiful Traci for being my beautiful co-host and walking us through the call tonight.